I decided to record a video about how I think I can learn a new language absolutely for free. So there are 13 ways to do that, 13 tips. Right now I'm on a gap year because of COVID-19, and I decided to learn French and level up my level of German, which I've been learning for a year already, but it was a long time ago. So yeah, the first way, download an app called Drops. Drops gives you portions of 5 to 10 words a day, which you learn repetitively by clicking on the right either explanation or the right image for that. So you do that 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening, which is nothing compared to the time we usually spend in social media wastelessly. Um, you can do it in public transport wherever you want. It's just 5 minutes, and by the end of the month, you may get a lot of words, which is pretty good. Um, Way number two, download Duolingo. I think the most well-known research for learning a new language. Recently, Duolingo was accredited to be one of the official tests for English proficiency in the US institutions, which makes it um, a good platform to study on. Um, so the version that is free, to my mind, motivates you even more than the version which is premium one, because you have those hearts that are your like energy points or some other game equivalent, and you are kind of forced not to make a mistake, which makes you responsible for the words you type in, and you think a lot more. Um, Number three is changing subtitles for the film to the language you would learn, as a like step in a transition of watching it fully on a new language. Because when you start watching a film on a completely new language, it's totally useless because you understand nothing and you only read the subtitles. And why would you do that? You may turn in the subtitles of a new language, understand everything that is said on your native language, and kind of compare the words. Maybe you know some of them, maybe they are similar, maybe they sound similar. You kind of get those patterns and go on. Number four is going to any university you either graduated from or you study in, or just any university that you know of, which has a linguistics program or faculty. You should ask them for junior students or freshmen, which are maybe on the second semester or something, to teach you. They're usually in desperate need of money, so they will teach you for a small amount of money or for free if they would like. It would be a good practice for them to make that knowledge stick. And for you would be a great experience because they're quite creative, because they are students. They learn new things almost like every day. And it's easy to find a common language with them. Number five would be getting to know your local language talking groups. They're usually somewhere in a library or lecture halls, or download Tandem. It is an app to get in touch with native speakers, which is absolutely for free, and make some friends all around the world. You may use those friends as couch surfers when you travel to that country. You may go out somewhere together. You may FaceTime each other, so it would be a good speaking practice. Yeah. Then number seven would be to listen to podcasts, but this is tricky. So it's a waste of time if you listen to the podcast. Just you listen to one, then you go to another, so you understand nothing from the first one, and then you go to the next one. So you'll need to choose the podcast that you know you will like, so it would be the topic you like, and then listen to it once. then translate it, write it down, um, talk it out orally, and then listen to it 10 times more, or more times than 10. So at least 10 times. So you get that knowledge stick. So it will stay in your memory because um, those new phrases, they are in a complete new language other than the workbooks you used to use. And the accent may differ, so it's harder than just listening to uh, maybe listening parts of your workbook. Um, Point number 8, you should choose a course from the most popular resources such as Coursera, edX. A popular Russian one is Stepik or MIT OpenCourseWare, which provides you, like, I think, with the most up-to-date knowledge from literally the world's best renowned universities, with distinguished professors such as Harvard, Columbia University, Stanford, or MIT. You get exactly the same knowledge that university students do, but you pay no tuition for it. Or if you want to earn a certificate, you'll need to pay about 2,000 rubles. It will be like $15 or something. So it's nothing compared to a college tuition. Point number 9, or way number 9, it's to start teaching your language, your native language, in exchange of studying the language you would like to learn. So there are different ways to find that. There are different vacancies, job postings, or postings of people who would like to learn a new language. You may answer them by describe them the situation you would enjoy, and if they agree, that would be really awesome because you'll get an actual tutor, and you will tutor, so it's practically an experience for both of you. You will understand your native language better because you'll have a comparison, and you will answer some relevant question to that person, and maybe some of them you will not know answers to, but you'll figure them out, which is a unique experience, to my opinion. Number 10, if you play a music instrument or you would like to learn maybe to play a new musical instrument, why not? So you should either choose a song in the language, in a new language, or go to iTunes or Spotify and get those top charts of most popular music. Choose the ones that you like, absolutely. Then get the chords of that music and try to figure out how to sing it. You'll get rid of the accent step by step, and it would be just really nice to sing it to your friends, for yourself, and it will be a lot of pleasure above from everything that you will learn. Number 11, quite a professional one. So if you wanted to work in a country that you learn the language of, if you are working in a company which is international, you can apply for an office there. Or if you don't, you should go out there and check out some internships for young professionals, or for professionals with the relevant job experience. If you have such, there are usually 6 or 12-week openings, job openings for interns, and this will place you in such an environment that you will inevitably learn a new language because nobody speaks the language you know. You will learn, you will catch cultural differences, nuances, the idiomatic phrases which you actually use in spoken language. It's a hands-on experience, and you will not get it anywhere from the internet or the books that you buy. Number 12, the most boring one, which is grammar. In my opinion, you should get yourself a book, download one. Um, you should do all the exercises that are in that book, but above from that, you should just write down the whole texts that are there. So there are usually like the reading parts and the questions below it. So you have that reading part, you just write it down in your copybook or somewhere. So you get that read memory activated. Um, you'll get some grammatical differences from your language more easily. You get those patterns, and so the steps that I described before were more about the vocabulary and the spoken language, but this one will be about your written language, which is almost as useful as the first two. Number 13, the last one, I think the most important one, which is vocabulary. Uh, you should learn vocabulary by repetitive um, repetitive understanding of the same situation, the same sentence, the same part of the sentence which the word is used. So what I do is I downloaded Quizlet, or you may do it simply on a piece of paper. So you have a card on with the one side it is a word that you would like to learn, and on the opposite side it is a sentence at which it is used, or a common phrase which you already understand, because otherwise there would be no sense in doing that. Um, yeah, so those are the tips that I use. And I would actually truly like to know if there are some more. If you would like to suggest them, just draft them in the comment section. It would be really nice. And thank you for watching. Yeah, apparently I'm a blogger.